All right, y'all. I'm gonna do a live in just a little bit to discuss a couple of things, but for those of you who were up until almost 2 o'clock in the morning with me on the on the Zoom, and if y'all hear a lot of background noise, I am outside and we're getting some trees cut down. But so June mentioned her egg cleanse, and as part of my hex breaking work, I use them on my clients, and I talked about it the night before when we went live and we did the late night chit chat. Um, hey y'all. So a few of y'all weren't on the live, on the Zoom. I'm sorry, there were 11 total. So I have Zoom did a free restriction release so we could go longer than 40 minutes. And when we were leaving and wrapping up last night, y'all, they told me that they would remove the restriction on the next live as well. I know, Makeup Butterfly, we're going to add you to the next Zoom. So I have one scheduled for Saturday night. We can do Friday night if that works better for y'all. But I just went ahead and booked it since they said book it now. We're feeling generous. We're going to lift the 40-minute restriction. And clearly we need the restriction lifted because we went from 7 p.m. until almost 2 a.m. in the morning. But everybody has very powerful energy, okay? So when June mentioned the egg cleaning, and I thought these were things that you guys already knew about, I said, well, let me share with my sisters. Okay, let me come down the stairs. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me look. Okay, so we're getting some trees cut down. Hey, Kai Kai. Okay, now y'all should be able to see. Hey, Monica. Hey, Trish. Okay, let's see. So, look at this. This is what your egg cleansing does. Is it takes the energy that is around you, negative energy, and it's like a candle. It's a solid, physical item, and it takes that energy and it transfers that energy, removes that energy from you, and it puts it into the egg. It absorbs it. When I do my E5 rituals, we do something similar using other tools, but the egg I use as a part of my hex break. And let's go from the top and look down and see. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's some white spots on here. Okay, very, very, very effective. And June mentioned last night on the live how she did hers when her legs were giving her some problems. So I said, let me show y'all. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. No problem. Y'all working hard. Do y'all need any water? You're good? Okay, no problem. You on the camera. You know you good. I'm gonna clean this driveway, okay? Okay. Thank you so much. Is that an egg? Yes, an egg. I know what you're doing. You know what I'm doing? Okay, what is it? Limpia? Is that what you call it? When on my country, I'm from Guatemala. Okay. When we got people sick from food poisoning or something like that, or there you go. The baby is a baby. Y'all see this? You got the egg and you rub it on your body. Exactly. That's, and then break it down, put it in the water, and you will see. Yeah, right there. See what's going on? Y'all see how spirit works? You got a baby? No, I don't have a baby. Well, my daughter is 17. Oh. Yes. Oh. Mm-hmm. But she got a baby now. No, 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 no. I wouldn't mind having another baby though. Yeah. 17 and 21. 22 years old girl. Okay. And 8 years old boy. Okay. But, she didn't want it no more, so I'm. Oh no! I'm getting older. You're getting older. I like to get another one, but she didn't want so. Well, maybe. You never know. Yeah. Thank you for talking to me about this. Okay. See y'all. See, look, Kyla said, "Come on, Spirit." Monica said, "Oh my God." So I'm telling y'all how this thing works. Okay, y'all see what I'm saying? See, that's why we had to create. Look, I'm gonna go walking. That's why we had to create our group, our sisterhood, our coven, our tribe, because once you start pulling these energies down, and I know how strong y'all ancestors is. I already told June we done already claimed her grandmama, okay? We done already claimed her grandmama. Kind of said that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. You need to see proof when you're doing work. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what you see guys are working with spirit, whether they're doing spiritual readings for you or whether they are doing oh, Pinky Lee, you're gonna have to rewind and go back and look after I end it so you can see what just happened. I'm talking about Limpia, and I had a Guatemalan man who's doing our trees in the yard, and he knew what this was. The reason I'm walking is because when I do the egg cleansing, I take it to the crossroad, which can be any four-way stop, and that's where I put it. Okay, so I'm walking. So look at June saying I don't share my granny. I know that's right. See, what I told y'all was y'all got these strong ancestors that y'all not tapping into, and if y'all ain't gonna work with them, then guess what? That energy is gonna go somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? Because when I start working with energy, okay, let me make sure I'm crossing the street because these folks be flying down here. When I'm working with energy, I go to the energy of the individuals that I know are of blood relation to me. Okay, but when I'm doing work, I have all kind of people that come through when I'm doing work for my clients. People that come through, and y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up so y'all can get the notifications. I'm gonna just walk and talk. So Pinky Lee, what you missed was I was showing y'all this egg that I just did a cleansing on, and we had a Guatemalan guest speaker in the house that came on the panel, and he said, "I know what you're doing with that egg over there, boo boo." And he said, "In my country, you can go back and watch it." He said, "In my country, we rub it over your body if you're sick." Y'all see that purple butterfly? Um, he said, "In my country, we rub that April be laughing. We rub that egg over you." Let me tell y'all about the egg. So this is actually a brown hen egg. So the actual shell is brown. So that's the only eggs that I bring in the house. So I go to the halal market and I'm gonna show y'all what you do with it. It's too many people outside, but you see right there in the middle of that crossroad right there where those cars going one way and you can also come this way as well. You go in the middle of the crossroad and that's where you put your work or your business, as old people call it, okay? You can do other things with it like flush it. Oh, Pinky Lee, my wife told me to tell you message received, okay? For the text message you just sent me. Um, So, right, thanks for the confirmation with the positive butterfly. That's my spirit mother, Oya. So, whenever I go live outside, y'all notice I had the little baby blue dragonfly on the last. Somebody is chef right here on the last live, and then or chief, what they say. So, I had the dragonfly and then the butterfly. Whenever I'm outside working with spirit, I get those totems because that's my spirit mother. Okay, so with the egg, this is especially good for a lot of my female clients who have, you know, womb problems. You put that egg over that sacral chakra, and you just start. In my mind, I just start envisioning the energy coming out and pulling itself out. I'm gonna put it in the sewer. That's why I really came up here because it's too early to put it in the crossroads. Y'all see that? See, I'm gonna come back and get that. When I'm walking, I get stuff like that and put it outside in the backyard. Okay, so this is what you do. You take 2 eggs. When I'm working with a client, I take 2 eggs. I'm doing a hex working, and I start at the top of that client's head. Okay, and if you're long distance, it can still be done, or you can do it yourself. Um, but you take 2 eggs. I take 2 eggs and I stand at the top of a client's head. And this was one of the things I did when I saved my wife's life. When I saw her dying in an accident. Start at the top of your head with 2 brown eggs. Well, it's gonna be hard to do 2 by yourself. So, if you're doing it, I prefer to do 1 egg in the front of your body, 1 egg in the back, and you always start at your crown and work your way down to the feet because you're cleaning the energy. You can touch your crown and then all the way down your body. It's just like Reiki, how Reiki comes through. My phone is getting so hot talking about this. Um, yes, Miss J said, oh my, Oya, Ashe. Oh my, Oya means that I am a child of Oya. Okay, so hold on, y'all. Let me see. And last night on the live, I really discovered that some of my babies, y'all just starting y'all journey. So, okay. So this is sewer right here. Okay. So there you go. All right. But the crossroads is where you want to do your work. And you always invoke Papa Legba, and you give him 3 pennies, some rum, cigars, and stuff like that. Okay. So, oh, Miss J, thank you. So this is what you do. Start at that crown of your head. You take one egg, okay? And if this is your actual, let's say this is the top of your head right here, the ground. So you take that egg and you sit it on your crown. And as you're doing that, thumping it down on your crown, you're envisioning that energy transferring, okay? And then you can just let the egg sit on your head. And you'll start feeling pulling and vibrating and shaking, okay? And anything that's going on in the particular area that the egg is hovering over, you want to imagine that there's a correction taking place. If you're having headaches, stress, anxiety, worry, you're going to imagine all of that. That egg is going to absorb it. The egg is a very, very powerful portal. That's where all life comes through. Any life on planet Earth comes through an egg, unless it's a clone or a genetically modified item. Is going to come through the portal of an egg, of a seed. You know, even a nut has a shell around it. Okay, so that particular egg itself is like a little energy portal, all in its own. It's like a little, what they call them, the cosmic egg. Okay, that's where all life is created. So you take that egg, you transfer that negative energy, you pull that hex out of that client or yourself, your family, your friend, your children, you know. So you want to roll it down. I start at the crown, and you know, spirit will tell me what areas to focus specifically on. Again, especially for women, you want to hold it over your womb. Just hold it and cradle it like a baby to release a lot of unblockages. Okay. And specifically the solar plexus. A lot of us have digestion issues and, you know, womb issues. That sacral and solar plexus are the main areas for women that have imbalances. And that's because that solar plexus energy, yes, Monica says, thinking about my children, you do this for your babies. Okay. So, the solar plexus energy, that's the sun or the seat of your body. That's why, you know, when for example, when COVID-19 first happened and everybody was panicking trying to make sure they didn't have a fever, you know, you touch your forehead and your lymph nodes under your neck to gauge your body temperature. Because if you touch that belly, you probably just go ahead and admit yourself onto a hospital because that belly gets hot. You know, the only time your belly is not burning hot is if your solar plexus energy is off, from what I've seen when I'm doing work for clients. But you put that egg on each port of your body, and you can especially envision the energy of the chakras being open and all that gunk going into that egg. Now, keep in mind that the egg does not need to go over the same area that it has crossed over. So you want to use 2 eggs if you're doing it yourself, or if you got somebody helping you, whatever the case may be. Whenever you know, hoodoo, my great grandmother, the way she would do it is she would take two eggs, from 2 brown eggs or 2 black hen eggs, black chickens. I was talking about the black hens the other night as well. So, you know, you got to think about that powerful melanated being that black hen is. And if we use black hens for a lot of our spiritual work as well. A lot of our orishas out there will call for you to cook them a black hen, you know. Okay. June said them nails cute. You know what? Thank you, boo. Y'all know I wear press-ons and I get the Kiss nails from Target. And look at them. I done had them on so long. They actually growing out. Look, it's been on for about 2, 3 weeks now. So, and it's amazing because all the candles I light and all the work that I do, they be looking a hot mess for real. I ain't gonna show y'all the other hand because the other hand is definitely a hot mess. Okay. Positive for Life said, I didn't mean to press that stop button. Positive for Life said, I'll definitely write it all down. And yes, what I'll do is I'm just standing in front of these folk house. They probably looking outside at me crazy. Okay, let me keep walking. I'm about to do this while listening to you make a butterfly. Okay, good. So, Positive for Life says save money. Yes. So this is okay. This is what you do, and that's listen, y'all. June can attest, I can attest, my wife can attest, all of my clients can attest. And I do the hex breaking with the egg long distance. I have them doing the egg and I'm doing the energy work on them at the same time. My clients be like, oh my God, I'm vibrating. Now when I do mine, I feel like I'm about to lift off, okay? But it is definitely the truth. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. I keep pressing stop. Okay, so it is definitely the truth. Um, and the thing, and I said this recently, the thing about spirituality is that, it's the simplest little things. I said this before, like in Ifa, when I first became a priestess, and I was, expecting once I learned the secrets, let me get away from this walls. Once I started, learning the secrets when I got initiated, I was looking through my books, my prayers, and all of my priestess knowledge, and I was like, okay, where the big guns at? Where the big kahunas at? Where are these big secretive things that I've never heard of that I'm gonna have to, have somebody fly in for me? And it's not like that. It's literally very indigenous things like eggs and palm nuts and shea butter and cocoa butter and ifun powder, which is crushed eggshell. So the egg, you can use the shells, for house cleaning. I keep telling you I'm gonna do the house cleaning videos. You can use crushed eggshells. You know what I'm saying? But it is yes, press the like button, please, everybody. It is, thank you, Pinky. It is the smallest gestures of things that you do for the orishas, for the ancestors. They don't ask you to sacrifice your children. They don't ask for stuff like that, y'all. They ask for things that you can literally either go in your kitchen and grab, or you can go to the nearest market. And the reason I like to go to the halal stores to get things that I offer my ancestors and orishas is because they pray over their food. Look at those gorgeous flowers. They pray over their food. Even in the butcher shop back there, they don't just slaughter and kill their animals. They pray over their food, their items. Okay, so that energy portal is very, very intense, and it's already, there go butterfly, there go Oshun. That energy portal is open for you already because they've prayed over the food. Okay, now back to this egg, because y'all know I get to preaching. You're taking it and you're going down all of your, basically your chakras. Okay, that's just hoodoo meeting the new age. Okay, but you're going over your chakras, and when you get, and you ladies, especially if you having fibroids and problems with your womb, you know um, you need to go and if you doing it by yourself and you just new to the game, do it 3 4 days in a row, well 3 or 5 days in a row. And if you got some heavy stuff going on, do it 7 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? A carton of brown eggs is not going to cost you anything more than $5 or $6, okay? But take that egg down there at the bottom, at the base, you know, where your pocketbook is, and hold it, hold it. Let it absorb everything it can. And like I said, you may have to hit it up multiple times if it's just you doing it by yourself, but that's okay, you know. And you don't have to put it in a glass like I did and see what's in there. I do that, you know, to read the energy, to know what I need to do next. But you can take it and throw it up against the tree, you know, and that's going to be a tree that's nowhere near your house, you know. Take it and put it in the middle of the crossroad. These kids having them a blast. I don't blame them. Or you can do like I did, put it in a sewer. You can flush it, you know, just get rid of it. But the trees absorb the negative energy as well. So it's going to continue to further work on that energy. And it's going to have your energy in it because of sympathetic magic. So a part of you is in that egg. The negative energy that it has absorbed is in the egg, and it's going to continue. The tree, for example, is going to continue to heal it. Okay? Now, when you get down to your feet, okay? When you get down to your feet, what you want to do is you want to roll the egg over the top of your feet, and then you want to get it in your hand, put your foot on top of that egg. That's where all those meridians are, that Malkuth energy at the root of the tree of life. You want to get all of those. That's why when you get your foot baths for $20 in the Asian cultures. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had a phone call. Okay, the energy at the foot. Look at your hand. Look at the palm. You have so many. That's why you can get a palm. People do palm readings. Okay, think about why people are able to do palm readings and tell you they can read your whole life. Have y'all gotten a palm reading before? Let me know if y'all got a palm reading before, because I got a palm reading one time. I had to be 29. I got no. Let me go back. When I was in high school, this older lady that worked with me did a palm reading, and she told me and my kid's dad were gonna be together for a long time. She called him a cat. She said, "You and this cat gonna be together for a long time. Y'all gonna have children. Y'all gonna do this and that." And I thought she was just old and out of her mind, because I was like, "Honey, I'm not even worried about that. I'm trying to get to college. I'm trying to do this and that. I want to be an attorney, a doctor, and all kind of other stuff. I don't have time for that." I knew he liked me, but my mama had just let me have a boyfriend. I was 16. And, you know, I wasn't taking it serious. You know, my thing was he got a car, so he can drive me home from school. I ain't got to walk home from school no more. But we did. We ended up staying together from that time, from when I was 16 until I was, you know, in my late 20s, getting ready to leave Memphis and move to Atlanta. And we had 2 kids and a couple other pregnancies, just like she saw. But you guys, when I tell y'all, I didn't really pay much mind to it because I was young, and you know, just like growing up with my great granny, I didn't know how important spirituality was back then. Fast forward, I'm in Atlanta and I'm going to this little Reiki studio. I'm in my late 20s, and this retired nurse read my palm. And when I tell y'all she read my life, she read my life. She even told me, she was like, "You're healthy, you don't have any health problems, but you need to drink more water," which was very true at that time. She saw me taking real estate classes. She told me I was going to buy my house. She said, "I know you want to buy this townhouse that you're in, but God got something better for you." I'm telling y'all, I had to look at my palms like, what the hell is on here that she's saying that I don't? She saw that I was a healer. Like, she just saw everything. But your feet and your hands are very important. When you're using any healing modality, you want to heal your hands. With that being said, your egg needs to go all the way down your extremities. And I do one side of my body first. Typically, I start with the left side of my body and then the right. Okay. And if you need to use more than one egg, that's fine. It's not going to set you back that much financially. You know what I'm saying? And where I live, I be seeing hens and chickens and stuff running across the street when we go down into the more rural area. And I tell my wife when we see him, I be like, pull over, let me get that hen. And she be like, I'm not pulling over to get that hen. We get into a full blown argument. I be like, see, that's why I need to drive my own car. She's like, we gonna put that in here in my car. And I'm the one that got the luxury car. I don't care. Load them hens up, baby, in the back seat. They can ride in the front seat with me. I don't care. Okay. Yes, I have, believe it or not, I got a poem reading at my grandmama church. Oh, now that is very interesting. All the older women in church would do it. You walk up to them and they would read you. Now, see, I don't know what church that is, but that's the kind of church I like. Okay? But, just get that egg, y'all. And if you have um, different things, if you're brave enough to crack it open and put it in some water, you want to get some cool or cold water to form that coagulation so you can actually see that egg, those particles in that egg moving around. If you do it in warm water, room temperature water, you know, you can still read it, but it kind of dissipates the energy. So get some cold or cool water. Make a butterfly say only brown. Yes, I only work with brown eggs. I've never done it with a white one. Not to say. Now, what's the point in riding this fast? What's the point in riding this fast through a neighborhood? Positive for Life said Roger that. Okay. Yes, I've only done it with brown. I don't, um, and that's because growing up across the street from us, Mr. Henry had those black roosters and black hens, and everything black. And so, they would lay those brown eggs that I was scared of when I was young, but now I realize from an esoteric perspective that those brown eggs are the truth. You know, um, the great cosmic mother, for whatever reason, it just popped up in my mind. There's a book called The Great Cosmic Mother. Okay. Okay, y'all. Um, when we went live last night, a lot of people were talking about how they started their journey, recently. And 2016 was a very profound uh, year for everybody on their journey. Most people in the room started their journey in 2016 spiritually. And then Candace actually moved to Georgia in 2016. So, very profound. And 2016 for me was profound. That's the year that I met my wife, you know. And she broke that down. 2 plus 1 plus 6 is, she 2 plus 1. Lord. Wait a minute. Yes, 2 plus 1 plus 6. 2016. 2, 1, and 6. 2 plus 1 plus 6 is 9. It's so hot out here, y'all. I done walked way far. Look at this garden. Way far from the house, and I didn't realize it was 300 degrees, okay? Because it wasn't this hot when I started walking first. But anyway, so the number 9 is Oya's number, okay? So I don't know if she cut through a lot of darkness that year, if a veil was lifted, but pretty much, I'm gonna hang out in the shade for a minute. Pretty much 2016 was the year that a lot of people started their journey or cranked it up a notch. Okay? So what you want to take from that, the number 9 energy, anything that you need to release or cut off, do whatever it takes to do. Okay, June says My home flooded that year. Okay. Um, yeah. I remember when I did the reading, I was seeing all of that with you. Very powerful year. The Mayan calendar predicted that 2012 will be a quote unquote end of the world, meaning the end of things being done the way that we know them to be being done. But and I remember that 2012 portal strongly. It was very powerful. But the 2016 energy was very intense also. I was the same way about brown eggs. Never thought to use them. Someone even offered to give me some and I would not take them. You probably subconsciously knew how powerful they were as far as cleaning is concerned, you know. Because for me as a little girl, I was like, if my grandmother cooked with a brown egg, she wouldn't let me know. Because if I would see them, I would refuse to eat them. Slow down! Um, I would refuse to eat them, you know. Um, I would refuse to eat a brown egg. And I realize now how powerful they are. And I'm like, that's crazy. But we've been conditioned to think that, you know, everything has to be white. White eggs, white rice, white bread, white sugar, you know, even vanilla beans. You know, you look at vanilla, you know, and you think of white, vanilla ice cream and all that. But vanilla beans are black as tar. You're welcome, Monica. Vanilla beans are black as tar, you know. And like old folks say, you can always bet on black, baby. You can always bet on black. Even when I was telling a story about my home that I purchased, the HOA wouldn't approve the green shutters. So I had to paint my shutters a different color so that I could close. And the lady at the bank said it best. I would just go with black, the safest. It's only one shade of black paint when you standing and looking from the street. You know, it can have different hues in it. But it is what it is, you know. And even when they mix white paint, they put black in it. I'm trying to see if I can get that dragonfly. Just so y'all know. But I'm just rambling. I wanted to show y'all that egg. Because June mentioned it last night. I mentioned it the night before. And I thought, you know, some of you had been on your journey a little bit longer and had already knew some of these basic 101 things. So that's what we'll talk about, some basic 101 things. The egg cleansing, very necessary. And I was also speaking regarding putting the egg under your bed. When I'm working with my clients that have hexes on them, I have them to put the egg under the bed, you know. And I've seen some nasty things going on with that egg under the bed, honey. So, you know, y'all can't tell me the egg ain't no real deal. But anyway, I'm going to get back inside before I be laid up under one of these folk trees somewhere. Right. Okay, Kyla said, I'm here for the basics. That's what we're going to talk about then. Because I got some advanced things, but you want to work your way up to that. I didn't come in the game starting off at a high level. Um, Maybe because I was exposed to things growing up around conjure and hoodoo work, was I able to get some things popping, you know, quicker. But I mean, I've had my times too where I had to just let spirit guide me. And that's one of the things that Candace and I were talking about today. You know, she was saying that she had been praying for a spiritual family and, you know, mentor. And that's what I hope to be for you all, you know, to guide y'all, because that's the only takeaway that I can have that's sensible from my upbringing and my childhood is the fact that I was exposed to certain things so that I can help you guys, not necessarily taking shortcut, but, you know, knowledge is power, you know. And once you are able to acquire knowledge, you don't have to, follow all these fools out here, because there's some people out here in the spiritual game that I don't even understand what's going on or why they are out here playing with people. Because I had a person I did a reading for that lived up here local one time, and I was doing a mediumship reading, and I was also tapping into her energy. And I diagnosed her. I told her what was going on with her heart. I said, I'm hearing pericardium. She said, I've been trying to figure out why I'm feeling all this heat in my back and all the things you're telling me. She said, the doctors haven't, diagnosed it, this, and that. And I talked to some man, some reader, and he was telling me it was all in my head. Why would you tell somebody that? And how in the hell you gonna tell me it's all in my head when I'm feeling it in my back? I'm feeling heat in my back, and I'm feeling my heart doing something that I know it's not supposed to do. Now let me come over there and thump you upside your head, and you tell me if that's in your head. Because if I'm paying you my money, I need you to tell me something credible. Tell me something that I can go out and come up with some solutions for that work, and I can, circle back around and say thank you for telling me that. You know what I'm saying? And charging $75. Yeah, Pinky Lee said I put the eggs in the corner of the room. There you go. And Positive said grateful. June, yes you are. I'm here for it. Thank y'all. And y'all, it's so hot outside, Lord. I don't know. Listen, it's hot out here, okay? April B said, right, people say that all the time. Doctors, yeah, it's all in your head. No, it's not in your head. You know, don't nobody live in your body but you. And when I'm coming to the doctor and I'm telling you what's going on with me, and you telling me something in my head, I want my copay back. You see what I'm saying? Because it ain't in my head. Some things are, but a lot of that stuff, I'm going to show y'all my baby tomatoes before I go. My baby came out here and planted her some tomatoes. She is 17. And this was her first time trying it out. We got tomatoes everywhere. Okay. Where they at over here? Oh, some of them fell off. We put some of them in the kitchen. But my baby growing her some tomatoes. She says she talks to them, and she come out here and she channel her grandmother. Look at this, y'all. Look at them tomatoes. Yes, Pinky Lee said, wow. And my baby, she just came outside. I took her to Lowe's when the pandemic first started. And I told her, get whatever she wanted. And she wanted a tomato plant. And I looked at her. I just rolled my eyes. I said, you ain't going to do nothing with that. And she said, Mama, get them. I'm going to plant them. So I said, all right. So I went on and bought it. And hell, I'm glad I did, because I didn't think she was going to really do nothing with it. Thank y'all. She is a Taurus, June. She sure is. She's a Taurus. A true bull. If there was ever a Taurus that fit the definition, it's her. Okay? It is her. She is a Taurus. I'm going to show y'all something else. Yes, she got a green thumb. She get that from my grandmama, my great-grandmother. We got to pull our cars back in the driveway because they done with the trees. But look at my neighbor yard, y'all. Isn't it magical over there? You got all kind of gnomes. Let me walk around so y'all can see. You got all kind of little magical stuff. I said we would pick the house that's next door to all this little, look at these garden gnomes and elves and water fountains and owls. Um, he got some gargoyles. Look, little library right here. Y'all, look in the tree. I swear that's issue. My wife be like, that man don't know nothing about no issue. I say, I don't care if he know about issue or not. That's who that is. That's issue. But y'all, I'm just rambling now. I'm gonna get out of this heat because it's literally 400 degrees out here. I'm sure it's hot where y'all are too. Y'all saw that picture I took and posted in the community section with the two sons. Yeah, he got all kind of fairies over there, Monica, and he keep the lights on all night long. He keep all the lights on, so it's lit up just like I like it. Okay. Well, y'all, I'm gonna try to go live in a little bit and talk about a couple of things, and then um, so I covered the egg cleansing. So yeah. So Pinky Lee said more things to clean the home and protect the home. Kyla said she needs some 101 as well. Come to say, I was just about to say that. I bet the fairies love his garden. Yes, they do. He came over here one time and he walked right here, y'all. And it was a little weed stuck right here. And this man was sitting over here picking that little weed up. I said, some people are just from the fairy realm. And they just really connect really well with fairy energy. And my daughter is one of them. My daughter is a Taurus, but she definitely has fairy energy. They say fairies like to hide things for fun. They do. They do hide things for fun. I remember when I was first working with fairies, they would hide my keys from me all the time. So I had to start putting my keys in my purse and zipping it in the back pocket. Because if I was just to come home and, pick up the babies from school, coming home from work, and I would just put my keys on the table, it would take me 2 or 3 hours hunting down the house looking for the keys. And I swear I would come back to the first place that I knew I had those keys at, and they would be there. So they definitely hide things. They do it for fun. Elegwa Eshu Papa Legba is also a trickster as well. And he will hide things from you and play little games with you too. Okay? But yeah, so y'all send me some topics. Tavi sent me some, and I want to make sure, or as my grandma would say, sent me some. Tavi sent me some topics. So y'all let me know what y'all need from me, okay? I'm here for y'all on y'all's journeys. And we formed an alliance, a sisterhood. It's powerful. We got some very strong energy that we're connecting with. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go and eat, okay? And everything, I'm going to the post office today. All the baths are ready. I purchased everything for the spiritual kids. I just got to do my, yes, grandma stories. I got y'all. I got you. I got to do my painting the statues. And I purchased some archangel statues. We were talking about that last night. For those of you who were on the Zoom that ordered, uh, okay, I got your email. Positive. I was getting some statues I had ordered. I went and picked them up today when you text me, and I think I just hit the default. Okay, thanks, great, or something like that. But I got you. I'm gonna put you on the. I'm gonna hook you up. Okay. Yeah, so let me tell y'all, I gotta paint some of these statues because I couldn't vibe with the energy that they was coming with. So I'm actually painting not just my little handmade goddess statues, but the archangel statues, okay? So for y'all that were in the group last night, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, love y'all. Hope everyone is having a great day. Stay out of this heat because it ain't no joke. Yes, Pinky Lee, I'm about to eat. This heat is not a joke out here, okay? I just walked half a mile and I don't know what happened. I'm about to go eat though, y'all. So thank y'all so much for watching, okay? Peace and namaste. Yes, good for therapy. Positive for life. So good for therapy. Okay. All right. I'll holler at y'all in a little bit. Bye bye.